Welcome to the Author Blurb podcast. So if you're listening to this or watching it, I'm imagining you've heard a couple of the other reviews. Today, I'm doing another review on a children's book that's by Ari Fields. What Does Heaven Look Like? Now, when it comes to kids' books that I review, just so you're aware, when I do it, they're really me taking my son's reactions from the book and what I think of it as a parent reading. And I'm putting all that together because the next review I'm doing is going to be another kid's book. But I want you to understand that in these reviews for the kids' books, I'm actually using a kid who at the time of this recording is at 5 years old to give you a feeling what his feeling and his attitude towards the books is, how well he took it, how well he enjoyed it, things like that. Now, the book, What Does Heaven Look Like? It was a gift from one of my family members, my mom, who sent it to me after she bought it for somebody else that has gone through a tragedy. And it was, my mom discovered the book through my podcast, the Author Blurb podcast, which you're listening to now. So you can go back and listen to Ari and I talk about the different topics and things that she addressed and all these things that the book has done and so on and so on. Now, I have a different perspective than the dealing with loss and helping and all this that the book has done for others. And from what I understand, it's done the same for the family my mom bought the book originally for. With that being said, my son enjoyed the book. Sadly enough for me, he wanted a guinea pig as a pet afterwards because the characters in it are guinea pigs. And it's an interesting book for kids. It gives an understanding of, like for Christians at least, that you're showing heaven through your actions, your love, your emotions, the way you treat people, things like that. You are what heaven looks like because of the love you give and you showing people how you are. There's a line in there that I kind of relate to when it says, I get a glimpse of heaven when I hear you laugh or when I see you laugh. So for me, seeing my kids do that, I can relate to that sentiment. And things like that I felt were very good. The drawings, the illustrations, they're good illustrations. For kids' books, they're good illustrations. My only gripe about the book is the formatting of the words. Some of the sentences runs into the margins or into that fold. So you kind of have to tilt the book to get the word in. And it's not that big of a deal, but that's really my only gripe about the book. Other than that, it was enjoyable. My son liked it. It's one of those topics that he doesn't really want to get into, but once he started hearing the story, he's had me read it a few times for him, at least at bedtime when we do our read together. He has me read him the book while he looks at it and what so have you. He's enjoyed it. He finds it interesting. I enjoy reading it to him because it gives him, one, a perspective of being able to see heaven and understand heaven in the physical world that we're in, and understand that we don't see what the real heaven looks like until it's our time. But the memories, the enjoyments, the happiness, those things are what we see as heaven on earth. And we can show heaven in that way. Like I said, I think the book is fantastic in that way, that it's helping kids understand that heaven is not that far away, in the sense that you show it and you have an attachment to it as a Christian, as somebody who is looking to go to heaven, to be able to be with those that you love, and your love is part of heaven. As people lose somebody, or as you, because at this point, everybody knows somebody that's passed away, grandparents, parents, whatever it is. It's not a happy event, but a lot of kids don't understand that. And when you say, oh, they've gone to heaven, they're just like, okay, what does heaven look like? What do I expect to see in heaven? What does heaven look like book is something I'm going to highly suggest you get for your kids, that you have them read, you read to them, and it might bring up a topic of discussion, but it also allows you to guide the topic and also give your child a feeling that heaven is a good place. It's a place of love, it's a place of happiness, and we can show it. So even though we're not in heaven yet, we can be attached to it by showing love, by showing affection, by showing our values in Christianity. With that, really, I think it's a big part of what Ari tried to set out to do. And I understand she's working on more books to come out in time, and I'm looking forward to seeing those. I don't know if it's going to be in the same age group as my son by the time it comes out, but whenever it does come out, it'll probably be something that I will consider as a gift to give to somebody else with a kid. With that being said, I do appreciate everybody being here. I've told you what my views of the book is, and I want you to know that I welcome your feedback about if you agree with me, disagree with me on my reviews. You can go to authorblurb.com and you can let me know there. I have an option for you to do a voicemail to me. I think it lets you up to 90 seconds. Or you can just put a message in the YouTube comments or the video wherever you're watching it. You can put a comment onto the audio format that you're listening to. I'm looking forward to reading any place that you put these, because I do search out and look for the comments because I want to know your thoughts. With that being said, take the time, look at the other authors. Go to authorblurb.com where I have profiles. I have the shows on YouTube shown there. In their profiles, I have these reviews for the authors and their interviews there. You're going to see a link to the interview to the profile for Ari in this show. Just like you will in any of my reviews, you'll see the author's profile link there. So with that being said, go check it out. This is a little shorter because it's a simple book. It's easy to read. The gripe I had, very minor in my opinion, especially with the contents, the easy reading. My 5-year-old he's even read it as well on his own. So it's not a book where you're sitting there going, oh, these words are going to be complicated. They're not going to understand. It's written in a simple, fantastic way. Go get it. Get it as a gift. I promise you, people are going to be happy that you did. So check out the profiles, check out the shows, check out the videos, share it, let people know, because this is all about the authors and readers connecting. And I'm trying to connect you with authors that I think or I suspect are good authors, good people, and have interesting stories. So there you go. Thank you. Have a good day.